Brackeys GameJam. What is it? Well, Brackeys is, a YouTuber. As for GameJam, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a game that's made into a jam. Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. A GameJam is a contest where participants try to make a video game from scratch. Oh, stupid. I knew that. Totally. So, what does this mean? Well, we took part in a Brackeys GameJam, and I gotta say, that was not easy. Now, usually game jams have a key word or sentence that developers have to base their work off. And this time around, it's "Let there be chaos." We had exactly 1 week to make the game, and we were in a team of 2. Me, the graphic designer, and my cousin, the programmer. So it's about time to visit the past me, which is still the present me, just pretending it's the past me, in order to make you feel like you're watching the creation of the game live. Yee. Let's go. So, now that the game jam has already started, and since it's only the very first day of the entire week, it's only natural to completely forget about it and not work on it at all. Now that's Monday, it's time to work on the game, right? Wrong. Tuesday. On this day I designed the main character. It only took an hour and that's all I did for this day before I went to bed. On Wednesday I woke up nice and early and immediately started to work on the game. I really liked the character that I made, so I went ahead and made the animations for her. We decided to name her Emily, and I think I fell in love with her. Hold up. Age 12? I take that back. Anyway, to finish the day off, I made a very basic classroom. Now that it's Thursday, it's time to get some proper work done, because the clock is ticking. And since the game jam is about chaos, we decided it would be best to start with a boss fight. So I drew a teacher.
How the hell's a teacher boss?
Oh. Well, that took an entire day. To make it up, it's time to work all night. Friday. I started by making some assets and putting the world together. We wanted the world to consist of 3 school layers, a outdoor layer, and home, kind of inspired by the Binding of Isaac. But looking at the clock, I think we only have enough time to work on the first floor of the school layer. So that's exactly what we started to focus on. But wait. Let's take a break here. It's already Friday, and you guys don't know what this game is about. I mean, you don't think we came into this completely unprepared. We have a script, which I didn't read a single time. But still, it's there, and the script reads...
You're a powerful 12-year-old grizzled girl who only knows how to cast AoE attacks, and they're too powerful for even you, the caster, to handle. You summon your spells with cards. The cards you obtain throughout the game is completely random, and each one is special. And if that's not enough variety for you, there are also element cards that you use alongside with your base cards to create even more variety. Your enemies are the government who don't believe in your methods of casting spells and demand that you be executed for treason. Other enemies include bounty hunters who are after the price on your head, and old friends, family, and even your beloved teacher. Can you bring yourself to defeat the people you once laughed with?
Understand? Good. All of the sprites that you saw during the explanation were drawn on Friday and Friday night. The reason it took so long is because I also had to draw the animation frames. Anyway, it is now Saturday. I haven't slept for about 30 hours, and there's only 30 hours left until the game jam is over. And there isn't really anything in the game yet. So I know for a fact that I won't be sleeping for the next 30 hours. During the entirety of Saturday and Saturday night, we're working on the boss fight and a little animation to lead up to the fight. Oh, and of course we're also working on the enemy AI. And at this point, my memory becomes a little bit fuzzy, and I can't remember exactly what I did and in what order. Why? Well, remember him? Yeah, this guy's about 2 weeks older than this guy. And now here's me, almost 2 months older than this old fella. You can tell by the little stubble I grew, or rather ungrew. Now I could just lie and make up how it happened, and let's be honest, you would never know. But I prefer to be honest with the few viewers I have and say, school's awful, I messed up, and the video's late as fuck. However, I do have a bunch of random footage that was recording along the way. What's this? Yeah, I was going a little bit crazy there. At this point, all I really remember is that I had 10 hours left, then 5 hours left. Finally, I decided to start exporting, and holy shit, I have 16 minutes. The export was taking absolutely forever to export, I only had 10 minutes left. And once it finally did export, there was a problem because I had to switch to WebGL, which doesn't support gamma light, so I had to switch to linear light, but linear light makes everything look really bad, so I had to quickly switch to a normal downloadable file, which means I had to re-export it with only about 5 minutes left. Luckily, this time I exported fairly fast, and I was able to upload it to itch.io just in time. That's a complete fail.
Emily, I hope you know that using glyphs is punishable by...